Hey guys, this is Justin. Hello and welcome to another video. I was not planning on uploading today, as you'll hear throughout. I am a little bit sick, but I started watching this final and first real trailer for the upcoming Fallout series, and it looked really good. So, as someone who's covered Fallout on the past on the channel, I thought it'd be fun to get my reaction out there and we can talk about it. And you guys can also let me know how you are feeling. As I alluded to though, I've seen about 30 seconds of this. It looked really good. So we're going to go through the trailer once. I won't stop it. I'll be talking a little bit, but I'll pretty much let it play. Then we'll go through and I'll talk about each scene that I think is important. Give my thoughts. I'm not a Fallout lore expert like I am, calling myself a Star Wars lore expert. You guys can decide that. But I am someone who really enjoys the franchise. I've played all the 3D games. And I think that this is going to bring Fallout to a whole new audience like The Last of Us did, because this show looks good, and I was skeptical. With that being said, I'm going to be yapping, so if you don't want to hear me yapping and just want to watch the trailer, this is not the place. I'll link to it down below. But I'm going in fresh here, so we'll see. Turn the volume up a little bit. That's Walton Goggins. I think he's a great actor. I think of him most from Sons of Anarchy, actually, but he's got a perfect, like, 1950s businessman look to him. Everyday, like, American. And they've nailed the aesthetics of both, like, the pre-war and the vault stuff, and, as we'll see, too, the post-bombing America. And it seems like the show, as we can see, is mostly going to take place in California, at Santa Monica Pier. Obviously, she's been in the vault for some time. And you can see she's got a mark on her face, so I kind of wonder whether things have started falling apart. That looks like a stim pack there.
Holy shit.
200 years, so.
I am.
She's doing the classic, Fallout thing where you leave the vault and discover the world's a complete mess.
What you're doing is insane.
And we've got the, I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire. Obviously, Fallout 3's probably most famous song, and I love to see, and this is something the Halo show really could have learned, that they're fully digging, or they're fully using the proven aesthetics of the show, or the game, rather. Like exploring a random hospital and encountering a droid, and it looks great and it feels like Fallout.
You come from a world of rules, of laws.
And obviously,
you should not be alone.
Yeah, we're seeing some Brotherhood of Steel here.
Why did you join the Brotherhood?
The suits look great. I was a little concerned when I first saw them, but they look really good. And that's Walton Goggins there as well. He's obviously a ghoul now. He's been exposed to a lot of radiation. Also, a lot of gore there. Well, look at his leg. So he's been in the wasteland for at least 200 years. So a little dart is not going to affect him. Got some vertibirds.
Look out at this wasteland. Looks like chaos, but there's always somebody behind the wheel.
Like, even the weapons are perfect. That looks like a suit you can wear. And giant axolotl.
What is happening here?
I'm surprised at how good this looks. I really am.
They disagree on how.
I really like that line too. Everyone wants to save the world, they just disagree on how. That's like the most Fallout. That's like the most Fallout idea ever, where everyone has this different vision of what the world needs to look like now after the dropping of the bombs, whether it's the Brotherhood of the Steel or another faction. And usually they're not one single one is 100% correct, and that's what makes Fallout so fun, especially games like New Vegas, where there are these complex choices and there's no right answer. It's not like in Fallout 3 where, yeah, you can either bomb a city or not bomb a city. Sometimes it's like you've got to decide the lesser of two evils. But that trailer honestly looks phenomenal. I'm very excited for this. Let's go through now, stop, and point out some more kind of things with detail. So we're seeing here, I believe they're still inside the vault, and they're just projecting a background so they can do a wedding. You can even see the ceiling of the vault here, so that's a pretty cool idea. And obviously the bobblehead is awesome. And I do love in the vault they've maintained this sort of like cheesy 1950s stereotypical, like, oh, we're all neighbors, we all love each other. It isn't the 1950s, by the way, for those who haven't played the games, but it's alternate history.
By purchasing a residence in a Vault Tech vault today. Because if the worst should happen tomorrow.
Yeah, so you can see like the individual residences here. And obviously Walter Goggins' character, I'm not sure if we know his name yet or if he's just a ghoul. He worked with the vaults somehow.
The world is going to need you to build a better day after.
But yeah, it looks great. So yeah, the Santa Monica Pier. I'm kind of wondering, like, it's strange to me that this is kind of what I would expect the wasteland to look like. But other scenes, it's much more lush, but they both seem to be happening at around the same time. Maybe it's like proximity to the blast or something. But like this shot, like this looks straight out of a Fallout video game. It's really impressive. I'm very, very impressed by the amount of effort they've put into getting this right and fully embracing what makes the games good. Because the games are popular for a reason, and I don't want to make this about the Halo show, but the games are popular for a reason, and it's like you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Like, people who enjoy the video games aren't stupid. People who like the Halo video games aren't stupid. They don't have bad taste, so you don't need to reinvent the wheel, and I'm glad to see that this show seemingly recognizes that. So yeah, that looks like the ocean's been pushed back, and there's a shipwreck here. It's very cool.
One day and restart civilization. Can you tell me what's happened in the last 200 years?
Holy shit. You're an actual...
And I mean, we got a swear word. I'll try not to get demonetized in the dialogue of the trailer, and a lot of gore as well. So this is probably going to be a suitably adult show, which I love to see. Just gonna take a look at like her background. So that looks maybe like a machete or something, but can't pick out a whole lot.
What you're doing is insane.
So yeah, this is the scene where I was like, it's different, but is it bad? I'm gonna give it a chance. It's a bit strange, but
It isn't like the vault out there. It's big.
it's like that's the apocalypse. Very interesting.
I've had a rough week. Practically every...
What's that say? Oh, also one thing I wanted to point out earlier, I did see a med pack, which was, or a stim pack, which is really fun. Here it is. Anyone who's, I don't know if that's Radaway there, but anyone who's played Fallout recognizes that shape immediately.
Every person I've met up here was...
So this looks like, you know, raiding a supermarket, which is the most Fallout. This is Sandy or Kitty Play Place. So yeah, this is the most Fallout thing to do. Love to see it. We've got a what's his name again? Mr. Handy, and he looks perfect. The trio of eyeballs, the cutting blade. It's like, it's insane how good even like the background, like the shelving here, it looks, the random fridge, like I can drink that and get some health back but get some radiation. It looks straight out of the game, and I love it.
You need to go home. You come from a world of...
Yeah, like this is kind of more of the like, yeah, everything's great, the cheery 1950s optimism.
Of laws. You should not be alone.
This looks awesome. The vertibirds and the giant airship. I am kind of wondering whether this is happening. I'm guessing this is actually happening at the same time as everything else. But this could also be a pre-war shot as well.
Why did you join the Brotherhood?
To hurt the people who hurt me?
So he's a survivor. That was him as a kid there.
To come after you.
Like this reminds me of the back cover of Fallout 3.
Come after you.
Ain't much stage cleanup here, Volty.
Yeah, I mean, look at the gore here. Again, we've got like the shanty town. The dude's got a hole blown through him. Look, you can see that right here. And then later on, I think that may actually be the same lady as earlier, but this dude's got a hole in his leg. Oh, his dog's dead as well. Well, that's... I don't like seeing that. But yeah, that dude's been hit with some VATS. And we trade caps only. And they've got the electric rifle.
Well, now that is a very small drop in a very, very large bucket of drugs.
Or is that the plasma rifle? I can't remember. But yeah, another look at the inside. So something happens during this wedding.
Look out this wasteland.
Yeah, like everything about their weapons, their armor, it's perfect.
Chaos.
The gun here, look at the vertibird. I think that's the new California Republic. I gotta admit, my lore is kind of falling apart here.
But there's always somebody behind the wheel.
It's awesome. So yeah, there he is pre-blast. I feel like his outfit he has there was even in one of the games. Look at his face while he's the power armor coming at him. He's laughing. I think he's going to be a well-loved character.
What is happening here?
So, oh, here's the that looks like the supermarket raid.
Everyone wants to save the world. They just...
I'm guessing at some point she's going to have to choose whether she wants to join the NCR or the Brotherhood. Obviously, they're both trying to court her, or I'm guessing they'll both be trying to court her.
Agree on how.
Just, it looks great. I'm very excited for the show. I will be watching it. I think this is going to be super popular as well. So if you guys want, I'm happy to do coverage. Maybe I'm due for a playthrough of the games, or replay through rather. If that's also something you guys would like to see, let me know, and maybe I'll do it on my gaming channel. But this looks great. I'm excited. I believe it comes out April 11th. All episodes available. I prefer the staggered release, at least I was going to say as a content creator, but also as a consumer. But hey, I'm excited. If it does well, I'm sure there'll be a season 2. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. I'll see you next time. May the force be with you.